The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
Hi, I'm Syrenna.
Hi, I'm Stella.
Welcome to the Jolly Girl Show! Why did the spider get a ticket?
I don't know. Why did the spider get a ticket?
He was weaving through traffic. So, when Mom and Dad adopted us, they just filled my heart. Because they let me have a house, they let me eat, and they also let me have a school so I can learn.
My favorite movie is 13 Going on 30 because there's this 13-year-old girl that has a friend, Matt, and she had a dream where she was turning 30 years old and had a hard life, and she thought that she had a friend, but she really didn't. She gave all her ideas to a Sparkle magazine, a different magazine area, and so they didn't have their ideas to make a perfect. So they didn't have their magazine toppings, and so she got really mad, and she couldn't have any. She got really mad at her friend, and her friend didn't care because they weren't really friends.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about school. School is my favorite thing in the world. I have two favorite subjects. One is math and one is reading. I like math because I'm kind of good and I'm kind of bad. But I keep practicing, so I'm not kind of good. I'm really good. I like reading because when you're trying not to make a mistake, you still will, but you keep practicing so you won't make a mistake.
Going on to my dog, Cookie. She's my favorite dog. Even though I talked about her last time, I want to tell you more about her. Well, she looks like a cookie, and all my friends think that she's a cookie, and I sleep with a cookie, but I don't. So I keep on telling them that my dog name is Cookie, and they said, that's a weird name for a dog. When I said, no, it is not, unless you have a dog looking like a food. So, yeah, Cookie's also my favorite dog because she's so hyper, and she runs out her energy. And I run out my energy, just like last night when I went to the Christmas fest with my mom at my mom's work. I jumped out all my energy in the bounce house. I had mac and cheese for dinner. I got a snowman as a balloon. And my sis, I'm not going to talk about my sister, she wants to. We even did all the games, and we stayed there late. And as soon as we got home, Mom and Dad went to bed, and, okay, that's all.
Okay. My favorite TV shows are My Babysitter's a Vampire, because when the first episode, Ethan is one of the characters. Ethan has a crush on Sarah. Erica was supposed to babysit Ethan and Ethan's little sister, Jessica. And once Ethan and Benny, those two are best friends. Once Ethan and Benny was following Sarah, since Erica didn't want to babysit them, Sarah had to babysit them, but Sarah left early, and Ethan and Benny followed her, and they saw Sarah eating a rat, and she got up and started to run after them, and then stopped, and then Ethan and Benny started to run, and Benny tripped over a plant thing, and he fell. My second favorite TV show is Liv and Maddie. Liv is a girl who goes to Hollywood and sings. One of her songs is Sing It Loud. And And Maddie is a basketball player. Maddie is her twin sister, and she plays basketball. Everyone thinks girls can't play basketball, but girls can do anything boys can. My last favorite TV show is Good Luck Charlie. Good Luck Charlie is about this little baby named Charlie, and her big sister Teddy keeps making video diaries, so when Teddy moves out and Charlie grows up, Charlie can watch them. But when we were watching this episode when Charlie was grown up, she didn't watch one of the video diaries all the way, and the same thing happened to Teddy that happened to Charlie. They both broke their nose. They both got an owie on their nose.
They both broke their nose. Okay. So when I grow up and I'm in middle school, high school, and college, I really want to be in basketball because I really want to be in a sport. And some boys in Liv and Maddie think that girls are bad at basketball, but if you believe in yourself, you could do anything. Okay, folks, we're going to take a short break.
We'll be back soon.
So a noun is a person, place, or thing. A verb is an action word. Max, something to share with the class? Come on. Shh. Thank you. How tired I am of this unbearable distance between us. How I long for the toll of the recess bell. Have you forgotten me? Grown mindless of me? Tell me I am not riding into an abyss, or that is what will become of my heart.
Help provide books to schools in dire need. Support the Indigo Love of Reading Fund.
Welcome back, everybody.
We are introducing our mom, Brandy Jolly.
We're gonna ask her a few questions about having kids and how it was about adopting us and why did she do it.
Mom, do you like adopting us?
I'm very happy that I adopted you.
Why did you adopt us?
Well, I was your foster mom first, so we got you when you guys were 2 and 3 years old. You came into our house, and we fell in love with you, and it worked out that we were able to adopt you, and you guys became a part of our little family.
How long have we been in your family?
Since you were 2 and 3. I consider that you were a part of our family the minute you moved in with us.
So like 5 years?
Yeah.
So is it like when you were just fostering Odie and you just fell in love with her so you kept her, like Rocket?
Same thing, yes. Just like fostering the animals. I fell in love with them and I kept them. Just like I fell in love with you.
So if you fell in love with us, like how long where did you have us when you were in a different house?
Nope. The house that we're in now has been the only house that we have been in, although we are about to move into a bigger house. Yay!
Do you know why Dad keeps saying that he's going to sell us?
Dad's only joking. Dad would never sell you. He's only teasing.
Why does Dad tease stuff like that?
That's Daddy's personality. He teases Mom a lot, too.
Why? Do you know why?
Because he just thinks he's funny.
So, this Christmas, do you know if we're gonna be getting something small? Or something like just one thing? That's big.
Well, we are moving this Christmas, and it's going to have to be a little bit of a smaller Christmas than normal because we are moving. But Santa knows that we're moving, and Santa is definitely going to take care of you guys. But just know from Mommy and Daddy, it's going to be a little bit smaller because of the move.
But when we're at the new house next Christmas, if we're settled in by then, are we going to have a regular Christmas like last year?
Well, what is a regular Christmas to you?
Like when we had the big party.
We had a Christmas party?
Actually, yes.
Or a birthday party?
It was a Christmas party. We had family guests, Grandma Sue, Aunt Christina, and we had some gifts for them.
We had dinner. There was tons of gifts under the tree.
Dad made his tri-tip.
You know what? I think that's a great plan. I think once we're all settled into the house next year, we should absolutely invite everybody to come over to the house and do a dinner party for Christmas. I think that's a great plan. We'll remember that, girls.
Okay, now we are gonna ask our mom some questions about our pet.
Did she like us moving into a house? Were we a bit too hard when we were young?
Oh, well, that's a tough one. Well, every kid is a bit hard when they're young. I'm not going to lie. And you guys were my very first kids that I ever had. But I absolutely loved having you guys move into the house. I always wanted to be a mommy, and I couldn't have kids on my own. So that's why we decided to become foster parents. And yes, it was tough. It still is tough being a mom. I'm not going to lie. But I'm very happy to be a mom.
So it looks like your dream has come true.
It did.
About 5 years ago.
Yeah, my dream has still come true because I've got you in my life.
Okay, now we are going to ask Mom a little questions about our pets.
So, do you love Odie as the same much as you love the other dogs? Or do you have a favorite pet? Favorite dog?
Or cat.
Or a cat?
So, kind of have a favorite animal.
And I think I know who it is.
Who?
So I would have to say Oreo, because Oreo was our first dog.
Yeah, you told me that in the car when we were talking about that. And you also said that Misha was your favorite cat.
Well, because she loves me the most. Everybody else loves Dad more.
Yeah,
So
that's
they can
true.
sit with Dad.
Dad is an animal person.
But why do the dogs love... How do the dogs fall in love with him and not us?
I don't know. He ignores the animals.
Yeah, that's
For
weird.
some reason, they all love him the most, and he completely ignores him.
Yeah,
You're the
especially
one-
Cookie. Cookie's the one sleeping on his face, and Dad ignores it.
It's true.
Mom, do you like having your pets?
I love having the pets. The pets are an addition to our family as well. They're like having little fur babies, and each one is my little fur baby.
Do you like having a lot of kids, counting the animals as kids for being annoying?
Well, it's a lot of teaching and a lot of training because we do have a little mini zoo at home.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I like my little family that we have, or I should say big family.
Do you miss the animals that we had to give away?
Well, you know what? There's been circumstances that have led us to have to find new homes for some of the other animals. Some animals have passed and are no longer with us. And of course, that's very sad and I definitely miss. But there was reasons that we couldn't have the animals at the specific times in our lives. But now we're in a very good spot in our life where we're able to fully care for our animals, and we've got a great little family.
When we had Roxy, we couldn't really take care of her because we were everywhere.
We were very busy at that time of our life. In that time of our life, it was very tough to have that particular dog, and so we couldn't keep her at that time. But we found a good family. Every time that we've had an animal that we weren't able to keep with us, we always made sure that we found a good family for them to go to.
But
So
if
you
we kept
So you do miss the animals that passed
Of course.
away?
Oh, of course.
So that means you're going to miss us when we leave.
Yeah, you're not leaving me. Ever. Just so you know.
So, if we still had Roxy, do you think Rocky and Roxy would be best friends?
Possibly.
Do you think that Cookie and Scotty would be best friends?
Possibly.
Odie and
Maybe Bobo?
Possibly. I don't know. But that's where our dynamic of our family that we have at home now is a perfect set. We've got a perfect match right now.
Cookie and Odie, or Rocket and Oreo.
Yep. Got our 4 little mischievous dogs. They're good guys, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that girls could do what girls dream about?
Absolutely.
Do you think our cats and the cats at Grandma Sue's house would get along?
I sure hope so. I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge moving into the house, and there are 2 cats over there. So hopefully it's not going to be too big of a challenge with them. I think we're going to be good, though.
What about the dogs and the cats?
Do you think that boys are better than girls at everything?
I don't think boys are better than girls at everything. No. And I think that the dogs will have a challenge with the cats too, but luckily it's 2 stories, and most of the time the cats stay upstairs and the dogs stay downstairs.
Yep, the dogs always will stay downstairs.
I think we're going to be set.
Do you want to stay on for the rest of the show, Mom?
I think you guys should do your own thing.
We have one more
Okay,
question.
one more question.
Okay. So why did you want to adopt us, and how was it for you?
So, like I said earlier, I wanted to adopt you because I always wanted to be a mom. Yeah. And I always wanted kids, but I wasn't able to have kids on my own. So, I became a foster mom, and I got lucky that the very first foster kids that I got were the ones that I was able to adopt.
Did you think that we were good enough for you?
Oh, absolutely. I just hoped that I was good enough for you.
Okay, I have actually 2 more questions.
Oh, boy. Okay.
How do you become a foster parent?
So actually becoming a foster parent is kind of a long process. So becoming a foster parent, you have to go through a lot of classes. There's a lot of time that you have to sit in classes to learn what it entails to become a foster parent. They have to do it's just like school. They do a background check. They go through and make sure that your house is a good house for having extra kids in there. They see how many people live in your house, and they take in consideration the people that live in your house and make sure that they can have kids living with them. There's a lot of things that they look into to see if that you're a good fit to become a foster parent.
So this question goes with the other question. What's a background?
A background check is where they make sure that they check everything that you've done in your past and make sure there's nothing that they need to be worried with having kids in your house. So they make sure that you haven't had any trouble with the law. They make sure that you have been a good person, that you're doing the things you're supposed to do.
Last question.
Okay.
Do you want to say this one? No. Okay. Did you ever play sports?
So, a lot of people say that this is not a sport, but I believe it is. I was on the bowling team.
That is a sport.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sports means moving your muscles, and that's moving your arm muscles.
And they're very heavy balls, right?
Yeah.
And I also, I tried to be on the basketball team for a little bit. I wasn't very good, and it was a lot of hard work, so I wasn't ready for that one. But I did stick with the bowling team.
Was there any challenges, like you had a...
Have you ever lost before?
Yeah, have you ever had a tournament?
So with the bowling, we didn't have tournaments, but we did have the competitions. We did play against other teams, and yes, we lost many times, but we also won many times. Mm-hmm.
So it's half in between. It's between losing and winning.
Absolutely. And all it was the most important is that we had fun.
Yeah. Were you a good sport when you lost?
Of course. We always told them congratulations and that they did a great job.
On my iPad, I have this game where when we're doing Cute Wars, and I won like 14 times, and I only lost twice.
Okay, that's good.
And whenever I know I'm going to win, I say bye-bye to the other contestants, because it can't play me again.
And whenever I know that I play on Syrenna's iPad and I play that, I know that if they win, I'm going to say, good luck, nice shot, because they're going to win and I really want to be nice.
Oh, that's good. I'm proud of you.
Okay, folks, we're going to have a short break.
A lot of boys have told me that I can't play rugby because I'm a girl.
Actually, I've had a lot of people come up to me saying, aren't you afraid of getting really massive?
You have to be girly. You have to like certain things.
Il disait que je devais être quelqu'un qui travaille dans un magasin.
What would you say to a girl who's thinking of quitting?
I'd say don't you dare.
I think a girl can play anything that they want to play.
Girls could actually play rugby, and they could also be the team captain of the team.
You are worth it, and you deserve to play whatever sport you want to play. So don't let anyone tell you you can't do it.
Hi everybody, welcome back, and we are gonna act out a little bit of Mean Girls.
If you haven't ever seen it, and she's gonna be Regina, the meanest girl. I'm gonna be Kate. I'm the new kid that came from Africa. So we're in the lunchroom. Regina and her crew is sitting down, and one of my new friends are sitting down at their table, and I'm about to walk over there. But, what? Come sit down. She says, come sit down, and I'm gonna sit down. What? So, we wear pink. What is your bracelet you have? Where did you get it? I love your bracelet. Where did you get it? My mom made it for me. We wear pinks on Wednesday. And sweatpants on Monday, I think. Okay. Oh, and we only wear ponytails once a week. So it looks like you chose this week, today. Well, actually we only wear, one ponytail, one week. Okay. And now we also go shopping after school. And let's say that one of my friends say, no, Regina's a mean girl, don't be her friend. And I say, oh, no, it's okay, she seems really nice. But she actually thinks that she's mean because she started a rumor. Okay, now we're skipping to the end. Good. No. Yes. So now I'm going to pretend to cry. Because now we're going to the end. We didn't even start the beginning. Yeah, we did. We didn't even start the middle. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. I saw this book in the bathroom, and the only girls who aren't in it is Kate and her friends. Okay, now... Okay, that's all for today. No. Now, we are going to take one last break so I can get something.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Obama,
my name is Ayla. I am 13 years old. I live in Pembroke, Massachusetts.
Today I was watching the Women's World Cup, which I love so much.
And then my brother decides to come into the room and say,
Ayla, boys are so much better at soccer than girls.
Whoever is reading this should know that I hate the fact that boys' sports always get the most attention.
I want to do something about it. It makes me mad that people do not treat girls equally.
Plus, a lot of girls are better at sports than boys.
All I'm saying is I want to do something about it.
And I need your help.
Sincerely, Ayla Ludlow, 13 years old. I never thought my note would bring me here to the White House with the woman I was watching on TV. Having this opportunity to stand before this group is simply amazing, and I'm never going to forget this moment. And now it is my honor to introduce the President, Barack Obama.
Girls like Ayla, who too often heard that they weren't somehow supposed to be as good at sports as boys. And Ayla got mad, and she should be mad with those attitudes. This team taught all America's children that playing like a girl means you're a badass.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our skip. Why did the bug lose his fight with the windshield?
I don't know. Why did the bug lose his fight with the windshield?
He didn't want to hit the windshield anymore. Again, because when you hit a windshield, it would just come back at you.
Thanks for sharing that funny joke that I don't know what that means.
Okay, that's all for this week.
Watch more next week and figure out what we talk about.
Oh, wait. This next time, we are going to have... Hold on. We are going to have a new guest speaker next week about...
We have no idea who it is.
Okay, we'll tell you next week. That's all for this week.
Bye.